Hey guys, so your last story for this week was called Ping Pong Prize. And the one thing I wanted to go over today with y'all was a little something called theme. So we learned about theme lots of different times. When we first started learning about theme, we learned through fables and old tales. So think about those fables and fairy tales, things like that. If you don't remember, a theme is a blank or a moral a reader can learn from a story. What do you think goes in that blank? Hopefully, everyone is yelling at me that it is a lesson, right? A lesson or moral that a reader can learn from a story. And sorry, I messed up right here. But the question is, of course, that we're thinking about is what's the theme of the ping pong prize? What lesson or moral did I read or did I get or understand when I read the ping pong prize? So let's go back through and let's talk about some of the events that happened. What was the beginning, middle, and end of this story? So I'm back in my book, and I can see on page 4 that right now Jake and his best friend Sam are playing activities at Kids Zone. They are playing all these different things. They're playing basketball, soccer, baseball, but then they realize that there is a ping pong game coming up in which the winner wins a bicycle, right? And second place gets $50, which is pretty awesome. So then they both began practicing with each other until they both got so good. And so that middle part of the story was pretty much them practicing and really, really working hard to be the best they can be at ping pong. And it definitely, not kind of, became a goal for both of them to be the best at ping pong and to win the tournament, right? That was their goal. And so I want to keep that in mind. That was Jake's goal and that was Sam's goal to win the ping pong tournament. Okay? And win the bike, of course. Now, then we get to the end. We know that Jake and Sam play each other, and at the very end of the story, I know that Sam wins, right? So Jake gets second place and he gets $50. And so let's read pages 11 and 12 again to each other. So page 11 says, Jake, I'm sorry you didn't win, said Sam, but you won second place. You have $50 to help buy your own red bike. No, I have another idea, said Jake. Oh, I know, said Sam. I bet you'll buy another video game. Not that either, said Jake. Well, what will you do with the $50? I'm going to pay for ping pong lessons, said Jake. Then next year, I'll win the ping pong contest. And we know if he wins the ping pong contest next year, then he'll get a bike of his own by winning. So I think that the lesson that we can learn here, the theme that we can learn here, is that we should never give up on our goals. Remember, stories can have different themes, so this isn't the only lesson that you can learn from this. But to me, that's the lesson that I learned, and so that's the theme that I would talk about. Never give up on your goals. His goal was to be the best at ping pong and win the bike, and he doesn't want to just put the money toward a new bike. He wants to win the competition. So that's something we can learn from Jake. But let's think of the other side. What can we learn from Sam? Sam won the ping pong contest. How did he win? What did he have to do? In order to be the best at something and make your goal, what did he have to do? He had to practice, he had to work really hard, right? And so another theme, this is of course mine, never give up on your goals, but another theme that we could possibly learn from Sam is that hard work and practice pays off and helps us achieve our goals and the things that we want to do. So I'm sure you can think of other themes, and if you can, share them with me, please, and let me know why you think that that might be a lesson to learn from this story, or any story that we read. I always love to hear from y'all anytime I can. Okay, well, we'll be back next week. Hopefully, you are working on some extra things tomorrow, catching up with Zern or AR. Please be reading every day. The only way to be a better reader is by reading, okay? So try to read and write every single day if you do nothing else for school, okay? Miss you so much.